Intellivision dude here, and this is my tips and strategy video for Burgertime and the Intellivision. Now, I don't claim to be no expert or anything, but this is just stuff that I do that might help you score higher. Get those bigger scores. Now, first things first, try to lure them down a little bit, and don't rush anything. We want them all to go in a certain direction. So if they don't go in a certain direction, you might get trapped somewhere. And try not to go over too many buns without having enemies on them, because that's just a waste. If you want points, you need to have enemies on them when they drop. Try to be in the right place at the right time for collecting peppers. They always show up in the same spot, and you will need lots of peppers for the later levels. One trick is, normally the hot dog will go up one, over one, up one, over one. But if you stand in the middle of an aisle, it'll follow you all the way down. And you can use that to your advantage. See, if I stand here, they'll all come all the way up instead of going over. And try your best not to squish the enemies like I just did there, because they'll respawn at random places, and that could also ruin your strategy for later. Learn the patterns that they run to, and use it to your advantage. Try to memorize which way they go. I almost got trapped there, but I didn't. And try to conserve those peppers for later levels, because you will need them. Especially level 7. That is one hard level. I tried to do that level one time without any peppers, and it did not work. And try to be sort of in the area that the peppers will show up in. Now, I might miss this pepper unless I do this right here. Let's see here. Try to lure them. See, if I go down, the hot dog will go down. And that way you can trick him and go in a different direction. Try to lure them. They'll usually go the way you want them to go. See, usually the hot dog will go down, then go down and go up, and go down and go up, go over and up. But the egg sometimes will come straight across. And I think I just missed out on that pepper. You'd be surprised how well you can get yourself out of a sticky situation by remembering which direction, which pattern the characters go in, like the hot dogs. Knowing that they go up, one over, and one up, and one over can really help you out. Oh, and I just died right there, but that's okay. And try, in the early levels, not to waste your peppers. It is better to die a couple times than to waste those peppers, because you will need them for the later levels. I'm going to try to lure them, and hopefully I don't get myself trapped here. I don't claim to be no expert. Always try to wait as long as possible so they all go in the same direction. Or sometimes they'll end up switching on you and going in a way you don't want them to go. There's probably other ways of trying to get them all together. I think I remember seeing a YouTube video one time where this guy was able to get all the enemies together in one little bunch in some kind of pattern and score some mega points. But I don't remember how that was done. Now I'm going to waste a couple buns here just to get that pepper, though. I think that's a worthy exchange. Trying to debate how to get these guys all together again. The egg is trying to mess up my pattern over here. There we go. See, the egg was kind of like a straggler. You don't want stragglers. And I just did what I told you not to do. But there's a pepper there I can go get. So do as I say, not as I do. Get that egg to go down, and then I'll go over. Very tricky here. I don't like the way that hot dog is going over there. I should say, try your best not to waste your peppers. Sometimes I do better than this. See how easy I tricked that hot dog there? They'll go the way you want them to go. Now this level in particular, I have learned a little trick to. Start off by going down to the bottom here. Now that hot dog up there will only go down one level at a time. Unless you coax him down. I want this hot dog to come all the way up with me. Kind of didn't want to squish that egg right there, but... And right in time for the pepper.